recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Wrestling fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Gotmark76. This week we have a great show lined up for you today. Our main event will feature Hulk Hogan defending the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship against newest member of the Heenan family, the Widowmaker Barry Windham. It was back at SummerSlam when Barry Windham was revealed to be the newest member of the Bobby Heenan family and fought Hulk Hogan to a countout loss. President Jack Tunney has announced that Barry Windham would get a rematch, and we will take you live to Madison Square Garden for that encounter. Also on today's show, Terry Taylor challenges the world-class heavyweight champion Kerry von Erich. It was back on August 12th when Terry Taylor bashed Kerry von Erich with a baseball bat at the conclusion of their one-on-one non-title matchup. Then back on August 26th, Kerry von Erich was pinned by Terry Taylor in a tag team match. This match is for all the marbles, the world-class heavyweight title. But we begin today's show with a rematch from last week's Clash of the Champions, as Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers, will defend the United States Tag Team Championship against the Midnight Express. Last week at Clash of the Champions, Rick Steiner nailed Beautiful Bobby with a big right hand that knocked Eaton into the line of fire of a Stan Lane Savate kick. Will the Midnight Express have better luck this time? Let's head down to ringside and find out. So it was back at Clash of the Champions just 1 week ago when Rick Steiner nailed Beautiful Bobby with a big right hand and Eaton fell into the swing of Stan Lane's Savate kick. Rick covered Beautiful Bobby and the Steiners retained. So the Midnight Express getting one more crack at the U.S. Tag Team Championships here on Worldwide Wrestling. We thank you for tuning in. And they are fighting for the U.S. Tag Team titles once again. These two teams know each other very well. And there they are from the dark side. Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan, the Midnight Express. And their opponents from the University of Michigan. They are the United States Tag Team Champions Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers. And this will be a Texas Tornado match, similar to the style that they had at Clash of the Champions. And Beautiful Bobby and Rick going back at it. Scott and Stan Lane going at it. The referee got caught in the middle, went down. And Scott with a belly-to-belly suplex on Lane. Bobby with a fist on Rick. Going for the cover, and Scott breaks it up. May have taken more than that to pin Rick Steiner, but again, these two teams face each other less than a week ago. And now Beautiful Bobby having a The rear chin lock on Rick, who gets out and throws Bobby Eaton to the mat. As Scott Steiner being draped by Stan Lane into the guardrail on the outside floor. And Stan with a series of right hands against Scott Steiner, who falls into the stairs. And Rick Steiner now working the arm of Beautiful Bobby. Rick and Scott have a world title opportunity at Halloween Havoc on October 21st. They will challenge Animal and Hawk, the Road Warriors, for the World Tag Team titles. They, of course, want to head into that match still the United States Tag Team Champions. But the Midnight Express have something to say about that. They are looking to add a 5th U.S. title reign to their tag team repertoire. By Rick and a slam down goes Beautiful Bobby. And Lane fighting back against Scott Steiner with a big forearm takes Scott down. Face first into the guardrail goes Beautiful Bobby. And the PS4 skips, but Scott Steiner back on top of Stan Lane. And a beautiful drop kick by Rick Steiner takes Beautiful Bobby down on the outside floor. You'll notice there is no count. There is no count out in this match. Oh, and Rick Steiner hits the ring post hard. Bobby Eaton staying on top of Rick. Scott going for the cover. On top of Stan, breaking up. Oh, and Rick goes face first into that ring post. And Beautiful Bobby currently having his way with Rick Steiner. Again, oh, face first. And Rick bounced off of that ring post. And Bobby again staying on top of Rick, while Scott Steiner working on the inside against Stan. And now Bobby in the ring. It's a 2-on-1. Misses the drop kick against Scott. But Stan has Scott up in a suplex. Snap suplex up and over. Bobby drops the leg. That has to be it. Goes for the cover, but Rick breaks it up. And Stan with a big chop on Rick. Another leg drop by Beautiful Bobby on the throat of Scott Steiner. Bobby does not go for the pin that time. Picks up Scott. Scoop slam down to the mat. Beautiful Bobby in control. Stan Lane backdropped over Rick. Bobby has Steiner, throws him into the ropes, off the ropes, and and Scott Steiner blocks it. Has Bobby with a scoop slam, a side slam, if you will, and Scott Steiner flexing to the fans here in Georgia. And now Rick with a slam on Stan Lane on the outside. Bobby ducks a clothesline by Scott and a knee to the midsection. Up and over with a beautiful bridge suplex, does not go for the cover. Bobby picks up Scott. Up for a suplex, reversal into a neck breaker by Scott Steiner. Goes for the cover. Will the Steiners retain? 1, 2, and the kick out at 2 by Beautiful Bobby. And now Lane back into the ring with a series of forearms to the back of Scott Steiner. It's a 2-on-1. If Bobby Eaton can get back to his feet, and Bobby's slowly moving now. And now all 4 men back in the ring as Stan Lane is setting up Scott Steiner in that trio woe and choking out Steiner with a foot to the throat. Eaton throws Rick into the ropes. And I missed it with another PS4 skip, but Bobby Eaton on top with a camel clutch maneuver on Rick. And Lane now working the arm of Scott Steiner. The Midnight Express are doing everything they can. They won't match power with the Steiners, but they can match agility and technical skills. And now a beautiful suplex by Lane. Up and over goes Scott as Rick throws Beautiful Bobby to the floor. Lane rolls over Scott, goes for the cover, but Steiner back into the ring and breaks up the count. And that may have been 3. But Stan Lane broken up by Rick Steiner. who's paying for it with a backbreaker. Stan Lane in control, setting up Rick. He's lining him up for a savant kick. Bobby's out of the way. Stan nails him that time. We could have new champions. Goes for the cover. And Bobby climbing the top rope. Could he be setting him up for that Alabama jam? He does, and he misses. Scott gets out of the way. Stan goes for the cover, broken up by Scott. Bobby rolls up Scott from behind. I think he has a handful of tights too. No! Scott makes it to the ropes. Bobby Eaton had a handful of tights. Oh, and a neckbreaker takes Scott down. Bobby's climbing back up top. Bobby had a handful of tights, but Scott able to make it to the ropes, and the referee saw that, did not see the full of the tights. Leaps and nails an Alabama jam that time. Bobby goes for the cover. New champions won, and it broke up again by Rick. And Bobby now going after Rick. Rick with a forearm to the back and clothesline takes down Bobby. A back and forth contest here. Oh, and Rick misses a forearm and a belly to belly by Bobby. Takes Rick down. Goes for the cover. New champions. 1, 2, and no, barely. Rick barely kicks out. And a slam now by Lane on Scott. A suplex by Bobby, and the Midnight Express in control. An elbow by Bobby. And a fist drop by Lane. A leg drop by Bobby. And Bobby now climbing back up top. Setting up Rick. And he nails him with a splash. When the PS4 skips again. Now Bobby. Oh, with a slam over his knee. And both Steiners are down in the ring. And the Midnight Express are looking to be in good shape here. Rick shoves Bobby away. Oh, but Bobby nails Rick with a forearm. And I think Rick's been busted open. As Scott Steiner ran head first into the top turnbuckle by Stan Lane. But Rick Steiner fighting back with a power slam on Bobby Eaton. Stan Lane setting up Scott again in the trio woe. Rick Steiner trying to fight back. He has blood on his forehead. Oh, and a backdrop by Bobby Eaton takes Rick over. Into the corner goes Rick, charging. Nails Rick with a clothesline. Bobby Eaton goes for the cover. New champions crowned. 1, 2, and 3. No! Rick kicks out again. Oh, and a beautiful arm drag by Rick takes Bobby up and over. And the belly to belly up and over goes Eaton. Rick Steiner back in control. Dragging Bobby to the middle of the ring. Oh, but he breaks up a submission maneuver as Lane has Scott in a camel clutch. And Rick breaks it up. Did not go for the cover on beautiful Bobby. And let's see if that comes back to haunt the Steiners. Up and over the top goes Lane. Scott and Bobby going at it again. A reversal kick to the midsection by Scott. Scott has Bobby up and over the top. And Bobby hanging on. He looks like he's winded. Scott slides back into the ring. Oh, but Bobby playing possum up and over the sunset flip. Referee counts 1, 2, 3. Oh, and the Midnight Express have won the U.S. Tag Team Championship with Bobby Eaton playing possum. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. But the Midnight Express have regained the U.S. Tag Team Championship. Bobby Eaton was playing possum on the outside, and when Scott went back to get Eaton into the ring, Eaton nailed him with a sunset flip and pinned Scott in the middle of the ring. And there they are, your winners and new United States Tag Team Champions, beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan, the Midnight Express. Fans, don't go away. We'll have much more exciting NWA wrestling after this quick timeout. So there you have it, the Midnight Express, the new United States Tag Team Champions. They have defeated the Steiner brothers, and what a contest that was. The Midnight Express and the Steiner brothers have been wrestling each other for the better part of the 2K19 season, and the Midnight Express with the final say, because Rick and Scott have a date with Destiny on October 21st at Halloween Havoc against the Road Warriors for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. So not much time for the Steiner brothers to try to recuperate. They need to set their sights on Hawk and Animal. Fans, world-class championship wrestling has been very hot as of late with the return of Terry Taylor. He has been teaming up with his former friend and ally Chris Adams to create somewhat of an uneasy alliance. However, the one thing they have in common is their hatred and despise of the Von Erich brothers. Terry Taylor wrestled Kerry Von Erich earlier this year in a non-title match and proceeded to beat the living hell out of Kerry Von Erich with a steel chair and a baseball bat. Fast forward to a tag team match as the Von Erich brothers took on Adams and Taylor, and Terry Taylor nailed the flying five-arm, pinning Kerry Von Erich. Well, that result led to our following contest, the world-class heavyweight titles on the line as Terry Taylor challenges Kerry Von Erich. And Terry Taylor looking to capitalize on that pinfall victory over Kerry Von Erich last month in the tag team match. It was just a few short weeks ago. And Terry Taylor wants to ride that momentum to the world-class heavyweight title, but in order to do so, he needs to get through this man, the modern-day warrior Kerry Von Erich, the world-class heavyweight champion. And the fans here in Dallas solidly behind Kerry. And what is Terry Taylor? He has that baseball bat again. That baseball bat that took out Kerry back in August. The referee hasn't called for the bell yet, and Taylor nails Von Erich with a baseball bat. Throws the bat down. Taylor picks up. What is that's a sledgehammer. Has a sledgehammer. Baseball bat again and nails Kerry in the side of the head. Terry Taylor nailing Kerry Von Erich with that baseball bat. The referee is calling for the bell, but Terry Taylor saying no, not that. And wait, what is Kerry doing? Kerry insisting on defending the title. He wants his hands on Terry Taylor. Kerry Von Erich's taking off his robe. And here we go, we have a fight. A big right-handed elbow by Taylor. Taylor being called in by Kerry and has him down with a sunset flip. One! And a kick out of one by Kerry Von Erich. Kerry will go down fighting. He has been a fighting champion. And he is not 100. You can see the bandages around his arm from the attack at the hands of Terry Taylor in August. But Kerry fighting back and nails a high knee to the face of Terry Taylor. Kerry picks up Taylor, takes him down with a side headlock. And maybe Kerry can use the ground game to his advantage, but Taylor escapes the maneuver. Kerry Von Erich all bandaged up with a series of left hands on the side of the head of Terry Taylor and follows up with a stomp. Goes for the cover. Will Kerry retain one? And a kick out of one by Taylor. So Terry Taylor attacking Kerry before the bell rang. And the referee called for a no contest, but Kerry said, no, that's not how this is going to go down. Took off his robe and said, let's go, big boy. And Terry Taylor charged, and here we are in the middle of the match. as Kerry working the arm of Terry Taylor. And Taylor escaping with a series of right hands and a crossbody shoved away by Kerry. Kerry in control. Oh, and Taylor fights back with an elbow. Another elbow to the top of the head. And now Taylor throws Kerry into the turnbuckle. But Kerry fights back with a big boot. Kerry now with a front face lock up and slams him down chest first to the mat. Kerry looking to retain. Does not go for the cover, and Taylor sweeps the leg. A back and forth contest here on Labor Day Star Wars for World Class, and a big right hand by Kerry. But Terry Taylor fights back with a series of elbows. Has Von Erich up and down with a power bomb maneuver, picks up Kerry. A reversal, up and over goes Terry. And a big right hand to the floor goes Taylor. Kerry's gonna follow him out to the outside. And Kerry embracing the fans here in Dallas. Oh, and Taylor with a beautiful spinning drop kick takes Kerry Von Erich down. The referee has begun a count. Oh, and Taylor throws Kerry shoulder first into the ring post. Taylor wisely broke up the count. And Taylor now going back to work on Kerry Von Erich. Oh, and throws Kerry shoulder first into the steel steps at ringside. Taylor has a game plan. Oh, throws him into the stairs again. Taylor has a game plan, and he is enforcing it here. The referees counts up to 5, but Kerry's starting to get up. Taylor has to be mindful as Kerry slides back into the ring. A big chop by Terry Taylor. A reversal by Kerry. Up and over goes Taylor. And now Kerry gonna suplex. Terry Taylor back into the ring, and down goes Taylor. Kerry setting him up. What does Kerry have in store? He's going for the claw. It's blocked. It's blocked by Taylor. He had that well scouted. Reversal, up and over goes Taylor. Taylor blocks it. Up and over. And a spinning drop kick again takes Kerry Von Erich down. These two men know each other so well. They have each other's moves well scouted. And Taylor charges. Kerry catches the leg of Taylor and drapes him across the top rope. Kerry back in the ring, but clothesline back over. Taylor has the momentum. Will we have a new world-class heavyweight champion? And Taylor now climbing the top rope and comes down. Thinks second of that maneuver. And Taylor now going to the outside. He's grabbing a steel chair. In the ring. If he uses it, he'll get disqualified. He doesn't use it. Kerry misses a knee. Taylor takes down Kerry with a crossbody. Now Taylor picks up Kerry. And an elbow to the top of the head. Into the ropes goes Kerry. Could this be it? It is! A flying five-arm! A flying five-arm. He hits it. The last time he hit this maneuver was a tag team match, and he pinned Kerry. Can he pin Kerry? 2 and 3. He does. He's won the world-class heavyweight title. And Kerry Von Erich insisted on fighting this title match all bandaged up. But Terry Taylor takes advantage, and we have a new World Heavyweight Champion. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. Kerry fought valiantly and had the match on several occasions in his hand. But Terry Taylor proved to be too much. And he nailed Kerry Von Erich with that flying five-arm, and your winner and new World Heavyweight Champion, Terry Taylor. And the fans here in Dallas are shocked. And there's your winner, fans. We thank you for tuning in to Labor Day Star Wars. And Taylor's not done yet. He's picking up a chair. Oh, he's picking up a chair, and he's nailing Kerry on the injured shoulder, again across the back. Taylor taking out Kerry. Oh, again with a chair, again with a chair. Why can't Terry Taylor be a gracious winner? Oh, and he has the world title and nails him twice. Is this who we're supposed to call a world champion? A man who beats his opponent with a chair? We'll be back into this quick timeout. I'm disgusted. Fans, 2 matches on our show and 2 new champions crowned as Terry Taylor defeats Kerry Von Erich for the World Class Heavyweight title. I cannot believe it. He nailed Kerry Von Erich prior to the match, and the referee should have stopped it right there, declaring a no contest. But instead, Kerry Von Erich, being the fighting champion that he is, demanded to defend the title against Terry Taylor, and Taylor took full advantage of a weakened Kerry Von Erich and pinned him for the World Class Heavyweight title. Fans, there is much, much more, I'm sure, to be said between these two. Kerry Von Erich will get his rematch, I'm sure, down the road, but Terry Taylor, the new World Class Heavyweight champion. Will we be 3 for 3? It was back at SummerSlam when Barry Windham was revealed to be the newest member of the Bobby Heenan family. He challenged Hulk Hogan for the World Heavyweight title. Hulk Hogan ended up winning that match by a result of a countout, but Barry Windham had made his presence felt. President Jack Tunney felt that he was deserving of a rematch, and here we are, Madison Square Garden, live in a living color. Barry Windham will challenge Hulk Hogan in a no disqualification match. Without further ado, let's head to New York City and Madison Square Garden for our main event of the show. And here we go. We are taking you live to New York City, Madison Square Garden. As Barry Windham's making his way to the ring, he will be managed by Bobby the Brain Heenan. And there he is, the Widowmaker, Barry Windham, who came so close to defeating Hulk Hogan for the world title at SummerSlam. And wait a second, there's the champ right there. It is a no disqualification match, and Hogan's charging Windham. He knocks over the Brain. Oh, but Windham catches him with a drop kick. They're fighting in the entranceway here. And Windham picks up Hogan and takes him up and over with a suplex. Oh, they're fighting on the outside entranceway. Windham has Hogan and throws him hard. The referee's begun to count. It's a no disqualification match, but countouts can happen. And Windham now picked up by Hogan, reversing a slam with a series of elbows to the back. Hogan firing away, kick to the midsection. Picks up Windham, the counts up to 6. But Hogan throws Windham back into the ring. The referee is calling for the bell. Windham misses with a clothesline. Hogan firing back, and an uppercut by Windham. Oh, we are starting fast and furious here as Windham lines up and drops a knee across the forehead of the Hulkster. And now Windham getting out of his chaps and his vest. And now going back to work on Hogan with a beautiful side suplex. Takes Hogan up and over. And some fans here in New York are cheering Barry Windham, the Widowmaker. Another uppercut takes Hogan down. And Windham now in control, but Hogan trying to fight back with an uppercut of his own. A shoulder block takes Windham down. And a kick takes Windham down again. Hogan with a scoop slam. No, again. Windham gets out of it. A reversal. Front face lock by Windham. And now Windham with an abdominal stretch in the middle of the ring. Hogan trying to escape. Shifts his body weight and an arm drag takes Windham over. And Hogan flexes to the masses here in Madison Square Garden. Windham now going for the claw. The Windham has it locked in. The claw hold, but Hogan makes it to the ropes. Goes for the cover. Will Hogan be pinned? And the kick out at 1 by Hogan. Oh man, back and forth action here for the World Heavyweight title. And Windham staying on top of Hogan. This match is a no disqualification match. And thus far, these men have kept it for the most part in the ring. Owen draped across the top rope. Windham goes for the cover. New champion, 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Hogan. Windham knows to stay on top of Hogan, throws him into the turnbuckle. Windham charges and nails Hogan with a clothesline. Oh, but Hogan fights back. And now Hogan with a knee to the back of Windham. Hogan now picks up Windham. What's he have in mind here? Picks Windham up for a power slam. Down to the mat goes Windham. Hogan does not go for the cover. And Windham gets back to his feet. Hogan did not go for the cover. And he may question that later on. A big boot takes Windham down. Could we be seeing the leg drop? No, Hogan with a series of right hands to the forehead of Windham. Hogan did not go for the leg drop when Windham rolls out to the floor. And now both men on the outside. The referee's begun to count and Windham has a chair. Back in the ring goes Windham. He can use the chair, but he slams it down instead and kicks Hogan in the midsection. Hogan picks up Windham, has him on his shoulder, and a running power slam this time. Hogan goes for the cover, but Windham made it to the ropes. Now Windham going for a slam, and Hogan using his momentum takes Windham down, and Bobby Heenan distracting Hulk Hogan. And Windham going for that chair, I think. And instead nails Hogan from behind with a drop kick. Windham now picks up Hogan. And slammed hard into the top turnbuckle. And now Windham with a submission maneuver, but Hogan fights his way out. Windham catches Hogan with an elbow off the ropes and nails a clothesline. Hogan goes down again. Windham stomping away on Hogan. And Windham again with that claw hold, this time in the middle of the ring. Hogan doesn't have the ropes to reach to. Will we have a new champion? Windham with the claw hold locked in. Hogan trying to fight his way out, shift his weight to get some momentum. And Hogan does just that. Gets on one knee and punches his way out of the claw hold. And the fans here in Madison Square Garden show their support. Up and down with a power slam again this time. Windham's back hit the steel chair. And Bobby Heenan distracted Hogan, allowing Windham to clothesline. 1, 2, and no! Almost a 3 count. We almost had a new world champion there, thanks to Bobby Heenan's distraction. And another clothesline by Barry Windham. And the PS4 is skipping up a wazoo here. Windham climbing up the top rope. What does he have in mind? Hogan getting back to his feet. We've seen Windham nail crossbodies off the top. Does he have that in mind? Staggers Hogan. Owen goes for a fist drop, but Hogan moves out of the way. And a big right hand. These two men, stalemate. Owen, they're exchanging blows in the middle of the ring. Windham now fighting back. And a chop by Windham. Hogan staggering. Another chop by Windham. A third chop by Windham as Hogan has woken up. Has Windham. Throws him over the top rope. Oh, fans, it's our main event here at Madison Square Garden. We thank you for tuning in. We have a nationwide audience watching on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. And Windham takes Hogan over, and an uppercut to the floor. Hogan in trouble. Oh, and a headbutt by Hogan. And I think Windham's been busted open. And now Hogan's been busted open with a big right hand by Windham. Both of these men are bleeding. The referee counts up to 6. 8. And this match could be a count out. But Windham drop kicks the referee. Again, it's no DQ. He can do it. Has the chair. This time he's going after Hogan, but Hogan gets the chair from Windham, takes it out of his hands. Hogan misses a forearm, and Hogan exchanging blows again. And a big boot by Hogan as Bobby Heenan distracts the referee. Hogan has Windham pinned, but Heenan distracting the referee. Hogan with an elbow drop. Oh, Hogan had Windham pinned with that big boot. And Heenan distracted the referee. And Bobby Heenan can get an assist if Windham can pull this win out. They're on the outside floor. Windham has the chair again. Going after Hogan. But Windham swinging wildly with the chair. And has missed Hogan on multiple occasions in this match. It could be the blood. And a DDT on the floor. And that stops Hogan's right in his tracks. Again, Heenan distracting the referee. The chair, and takes Hogan down. And that time, Windham was right on target. But Hogan, I think he's running on adrenaline, throws Windham into the ring post. And the referee's counts back up to, and Hogan is bleeding profusely. Hogan may need medical attention. He is bleeding profusely. That gash on his forehead is dripping very heavily onto his chest. And we need some medical attention at ringside for Hulk Hogan. And Bobby Heenan again making his presence felt at ringside, distracting Hogan. And Windham has a chair again, but Hogan knocks it out. And a standing dropkick by Windham takes Hogan down. Windham has that chair and crashes the steel chair against the skull of Hulk Hogan. And the referee again has begun a count. Barry Windham cannot win the title by a countout. He's going after Hogan on the outside floor. And the referee has begun his count. Back in the ring, and Windham has a claw hold locked in again. The claw hold locked in the middle of the ring. Is Hogan going to submit? Hogan trying to fight out of the claw hold. Can he do it? Windham, let's go. I'm not sure why. Hogan, I think he lost grip. All that blood on the forehead of Hulk Hogan, and Windham didn't have the proper grip. But Windham lining up Hogan for a chair shot. And Hogan getting back to his feet. And again, Heenan distracts the referee. And Windham nails Hogan with a chair. Goes for the cover. New champion too. And no! A kick out by Hogan. Windham again with a chair. Crashes Hulk Hogan again. Goes for the cover again. Referee counts 1, 2, and again Hogan kicks out. You have got to admire the fight of the Hulkster. He does not go away easily. And with still with a big clothesline takes Hogan down. That may have been the lariat. It was the lariat at close range. Hogan's going to be pinned. We're going to have a new champion. Windham goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. No! Hogan kicks out. Hogan kicks out. And Windham can't believe it. And he's going back to his old faithful, the steel chair. Windham has Hogan lined up. And Windham, this time to the back of Hogan, and down goes Hogan. Windham with a shot to the thigh of Hogan. And now to the lower back of Hogan. Windham taking his shots on the mid-back of Hogan. Windham is methodically aiming those chair shots. And this time again on the top of Hogan's head. That has to be it. 1, 2, and 3. No! Hogan kicks out again. Hogan kicks out. What a match this is for the World Heavyweight Championship. And a big boot. Hogan takes Windham down with a boot. He's going to retain one, no. Oh no, a kick out at one and Hogan can't believe it. And Windham kicked out at one. So Windham with several near falls in this contest and Hogan got a 1 count. And that shows how far these two men are from defeating each other. Hogan working the arm of Windham takes him down. Now Hogan with a side headlock, putting 302 pounds of pressure on the neck of Barry Windham. But Windham reverses it with a headlock of his own. Lines up Hogan and takes him down with a clothesline. Goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and 3, no! Again, Hogan kicks out. Barry with a belly-to-belly suplex takes Hogan down. And drops a leg across the throat. And now Windham lining him up and drops a knee across the head. Barry Windham is taking apart Hulk Hogan here. And he's doing so in methodical fashion. And now has the abdominal stretch locked back in. I don't think Hogan's going to tap. Hogan's not going to say I quit. And Windham lets Hogan out. What's he have in mind here? Picks up Hogan for a front face lock and suplex up and down. And the blood is rushed to the head of Hogan and slammed down to the mat in a suplex. Windham picks up Hogan again. Has the claw locked in the middle of the ring. Will we have a new champion? The referee is asking Hogan if he wants to submit. And Hogan is fighting for everything he can to retain. He is trying to shift his weight and escape this maneuver. And Windham is doing everything he can to not allow that to happen. But Hogan finding a way with a big right hand. A second right hand breaks the maneuver. Hogan is not giving up in a big boot. Takes Windham down. Goes for the cover again and again. Bobby Heenan has interfered in the contest. The referee distracted by Heenan when Hogan had the pinfall. And Windham is now in trouble. Hogan fighting back. Picks up Windham and slammed down to the mat. Hogan's gonna, and Windham wisely rolls out to the floor. And Windham grabs Hogan and drapes him head first across the ring. From behind, and a count of 2. Windham had rolled up Hogan from behind. The PlayStation skipped and missed it, but he had it 2 3/4, and Hogan kicked out. And Windham now with a clothesline, and Hogan goes down again. Windham now lining up Hogan, who's draped across the top rope. Oh, and he may have been playing possum and backdropped Windham over the top. Both men back on the floor where this match began. Windham charges and takes Hogan down with a clothesline. And Windham has that damn chair again. Oh, and is nailing him in the midsection this time. And across the back. Now across the stomach. Windham, relentless with that steel chair. What does he have to do to put Hulk Hogan away? Throws it back into the ring. And Windham now grabbing the chair again. Back in the ring. And Windham placing Hogan's head between the chair. Hogan in trouble. And Windham stomps, and that has to be it. He crushed Hogan's skull between the chair. Referee counts 1, 2, and no. Hogan kicks out again, and Windham can't believe it. Oh, I'm losing my voice here. But Windham again going for the claw hold. Has it locked in. Hogan in trouble. And we're going to have a new champion. Hogan has nowhere to go. Windham with that claw hold hold, locked in. Hogan, nowhere to go. But he does, he finds a way. He digs deep. And a big right hand, a second right hand. Windham now in trouble, and a big boot again. And notice, Hogan hits the boot, and Heenan drops up on the apron to distract the referee again. Hogan rolls over Windham. This time, the referee counts, and Windham again kicks out at 1. The referee, or Hogan this time, being distracted by Heenan, and Windham throws Hogan into the ropes, and there it is, the big lariat again. He nailed Hogan squarely across the neck, does not go for the cover. And that may be a mistake. Hogan kicks in midsection, another kick by Windham. They're exchanging blows, and Windham getting the better of it right now with a big right hand takes Hogan down. Windham has beaten Hogan and has just hurt him with several chair shots. And there's the chair again. Oh, and he hails him across the stomach, across the back. The referee goes down, across the chest again, across the head, blocked by Hogan. Hogan gets the chair out of Windham's hands. The momentum now, the adrenaline rushing through Hulk Hogan's body, takes Windham down with a clothesline. Hogan now goes after Windham, and now Hogan with a chair, nails Windham with a chair. Hogan has lost all, he's lost everything. Hogan has gone down to the level of Barry Windham with a steel chair. And a big right hand to Windham goes down. The referee's begun to count. But Hogan misses with that punch and a DDT on the floor. Windham needs to get Hogan back into the ring. And he does. He throws Hogan back in. If he can pin him, we're going to have a new champion, a DDT on the floor. Windham not going for the cover. Picks up Hogan. Oh, but Hogan fights back. Windham fights back. Kicks, punches. Windham throws Hogan into the ropes. Going. Hogan, oh, but he caught Hogan with a lariat that time. Hogan prepared for the lariat. Windham didn't hit it, and then nailed it out of nowhere. Windham, staggering, goes for the cover. Is this it? 1, 2, and 3. We have a new World Wrestling Federation champion in the Widowmaker, Barry Windham. And it took everything but the kitchen sink to put Hulk Hogan away. Fans, I am losing my voice here. Barry Windham has won the World Heavyweight Championship here at Madison Square Garden. He did so in a no disqualification match. And with the help of Bobby the Brain Heenan and a steel chair, we thank you for tuning in to Gotmark76 this week. We will see you next time. But Barry Windham, the new World Heavyweight Champion. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.